Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel here. A little while ago, about a week or so ago, I posted a Q&A where you could ask questions about firearms that you might have, or maybe questions that you have about me, or questions about outdoor products and so on. And I've actually got some responses, which is very cool. I had about 3 or 4 of you that responded back, which is very cool. And I'm looking forward to giving you some answers right now in this video. Also, I just want to say my Vidme experience has been nothing but awesome. You guys are great. It's awesome having 500 subscribers now, which is really cool. I'm going to be posting a video pretty much every day, all the way through probably the middle part of December, and then after that's going to slow down to video about every 3 or 4 days. Right now what you're seeing is my previous catalog from YouTube, which is slowly being uploaded, which you've seen about 75% of it already become uploaded now, so there's a ton of content that I'm putting over on Vidme for you guys to enjoy. Please do that and give me some feedback anytime. Again, I do appreciate what you have to say about the videos. Okay, so real quick, just looking at some of the questions that you guys had asked me about some firearms here. Dmog, or Dmog, D-M-O-G-G, he asked me the question, what's the best complete AR upper in 7.62 by 39? Now, Dmog, I'm going to give you 3 different price points here. Starting about the $1,000 range, you're looking at CMMG. They make a rifle called the Mutant. You've probably seen that before already. It's a very popular 7.62 by 39 AR platform rifle that you can get, aka AR platform rifle. You know, if you get that upper, you can go with whatever lower you want to, and then you just have to have the correct magazines for it to make it work. And that's kind of the tricky part, is getting reliable magazines. So anyway, if you want to go the CMMG route, you're looking at about $1,000. I mean, to me, I think they make good products, but you know, I haven't seen any new videos on their products. The older videos, they looked pretty good. There was some excessive bolt wear in one of the videos that I was watching, but they might have since fixed that, and that video was almost 2 years ago. So that's one way to go. Now, mid-range, if you're looking between, like, say, 300 and 600, check out Palmetto State Armory. They don't have a lot of 7.62 by 39 uppers in stock, or I mean, they make several different types, but trying to catch one is the hard part because they're very popular, and they don't make very many of them. And so when you can find one, you want to snag one when you get a chance. And that's going to be kind of middle of the road when it comes to price. Now on the low end, now I'm going to say fine for quality, but on the low end of the price spectrum, you've got Bear Creek Arsenal. And I've got a Bear Creek Arsenal 223-556 rifle that I absolutely love. Now they also make a 7.62 by 39 upper for $199. And that upper is going to be basically ready to go. It's got your bolt carrier group and your charging handle. Otherwise, you can get the full rifle for just $399 if you want to go that route. And then I believe they also make a slightly more expensive, maybe it's $229 or $249. They make a dual charging upper where you can charge it with a charging handle on the right side, and then also the traditional charging handle up towards the rear of the receiver. So you've got those 3 options right now if that's the way that you want to go. My money, if I was going to spend the money and just get something kind of heavy duty, something that's just kind of its own cool niche piece, I would definitely go with the CMMG upper personally. But again, I got nothing against PSA stuff. I love their stuff. I've got a couple of their rifles already. Let's see, Kayoke07 asked me a question. What weapons would you recommend for survival, hunting, and home defense? Say top 5 that fill the role of both. I'm going to go with we'll start off with firearms, and then we'll kind of work our way over to a different area. In terms of firearms, I think you definitely need a good semi-automatic rifle, something like an AR-15 or an AK-47. Nothing wrong with an AR-10, but when you start getting into that 308 on upsize, you're looking at substantial weight for ammo, so keep that in consideration. And that's something you can hunt with as well as defend the home, survive with, and so on. Also, make sure you get yourself a good shotgun, a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge. Pump is nice because they're low maintenance and they're very durable. I've got a Mossberg 88 SP, which is the special purpose model. I think I paid like $200 for it, and that's got an extended magazine tube on it, which will definitely help you out. Third firearm I recommend is some sort of a 22, either bolt action or semi-automatic rifle. Me, I like bolt action because I have a tendency to burn through the ammo slower. And if you've got yourself the bolt action rifle, you can really take your time with it and have a really accurate firearm. I don't know necessarily for like self-defense, you'd want to go that route. I mean, you could lay down some cover fire with it, I suppose, but in terms of survival, hunting, you know, you've got rabbits, you've got squirrels, you've got a lot of game you could take with a 22 caliber round. And if you got yourself a nice accurate bolt action with either iron sights or a scope on the top, I think there's definitely a lot you could do with that. Fourth thing that I would keep for survival and hunting would be a good semi-automatic handgun, Glock 17 or maybe a Smith & Wesson SD9 VE. Believe it or not, they do run well. I've run the heck out of mine and I love it. You know, you might want to look at something in a 40, 45 cal, 10 millimeter, 357 SIG. Nothing wrong with going 9 millimeter. I mean, you can do a lot with that. I'm sure you could hunt with it if you had to. I never have, but I'm sure you could take small game with it easily, say out to like 50, 60 yards. So that'd be one way to go. And then the last thing I would recommend to you, the last thing you should go for survival and hunting, would be a good revolver. A 357 Magnum is one of my favorites. I'm very accurate with it. I love to shoot it. You can also shoot 38 specials through it, 38 special plus P, and so that's going to give you a slightly reduced recoil, but maybe more flexibility to practice more at the range, because it's not going to beat your wrist up or your arm like a 357 Magnum would. So something to consider. And also from a cost perspective, 38 special is a lot cheaper to shoot than 357 Magnum. Let's see, moving on here. George McCormick, Travis, do you know anything about the new Ruger MPR? Okay, the Ruger MPR, if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's kind of the deluxe step up from the Ruger rifle. I don't know if it's the Ruger 5.56. Ruger makes a very basic AR-15 that you can buy for like $500. MPR is a step up on that. You got a longer barrel, you've got a fancier handguard, you've got more of your mag pull features already mounted on the rifle, ready to go. And so the MPR is cool. I don't know the retail on it. I want to say it was between $600 and $800. I know that's kind of a large window, but I haven't looked one up for quite a while since they first came out. And the reason why is, honestly, guys, I could go over to Palmetto State Armory and I could essentially pick out the exact same components and build basically the exact same rifle, or have the exact same rifle already pre-assembled, and the lower goes to my dealer, and then I get the upper at my house. And I've got essentially the same components as a Ruger MPR for like $500, $600. I think you could save at least $100 to $150 if you went the PSA route, getting the exact same rate of twist in the barrel, the same size barrel, the same parts, including the mag pull, pistol grip that comes on it, as well as the stock. So MPR is cool. I love Ruger products. They're very well built. I've never had a problem with them. I like just the good, rugged construction. They're very robust firearms in general, and that's great. That's a good way to go. So if you're a Ruger fan, definitely go that route. Otherwise, if you just want to save, say, $100, $150, go the Palmetto State Armory route, and you can basically pair up the exact same rifle as a Ruger MPR. Yak Yacker 94. By the way, that question was from George McCormick, if I didn't mention that, about the Ruger MPR. Yak Yacker 94. Two different questions. First of all, what do you think about the company Kel-Tec? I've had several Kel-Tecs and had nothing but good experiences with them. And the second question, do you like fishing? All right, so a little bit about Kel-Tec. I think they're a very innovative company. I do appreciate what they do. I do like the fact that they really do show off their factory and what they do, and their owner's been very visible on YouTube, and you get to learn a lot about the company. They have come up with some really cool designs and some really neat firearms, like the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 or the bullpup rifles that they manufacture, the PMR 30. A little bit about the construction. There can be a little bit of variety in the construction, so therefore you can start to run into some issues. I'm not going to say they're unreliable, because personally I haven't owned one. I know people that have owned them and they've run well, and other people have owned other models that have not run well. I did get a chance to take a Kel-Tec PMR 32 range for a couple hours. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a 22 Magnum semi-automatic pistol that has a 30-round magazine capacity, which is awesome. And that sucker ran like a champ. I had no issues with it whatsoever. And I was running CCI ammunition, and that thing was very cool. Now, again, about the construction, what makes Kel-Tec a little bit different from other companies, they tend to use a lot of polymers and epoxies, or glue, essentially, when they put the gun together. And I'm not going to say that that's not going to be durable. It's not going to hold up over time. I don't know if it's necessarily go to war grade materials, but then again, people that buy Kel-Tec, they're not expecting for an SHTF situation with their firearms. So they're buying a good, reliable gun that they can keep in their pocket as like a small pistol, or kind of an innovative bullpup style rifle, or they want the flexibility of a Sub 2000 carbine that'll basically fold in half. So Kel-Tec, I don't mind their products. I would buy a PMR 30, and I would maybe pick up one of their bullpup rifles. And I mean, they've got a good warranty, and I like what they do. But again, I don't go out of my way to buy their firearms, and maybe I need to give them another look too. So if you want to try it, go for it. I know they've got a good warranty if something would pop up, and so on. Second question: do you like fishing? That's a good question. I do. I don't do it now. I haven't done it for a long time. I grew up fishing with my dad a lot on the weekends, and all the way through pretty much high school. And then after high school, when I went off to college, we just didn't really have time to go fishing anymore. My dad's really good with it. He's awesome when it comes to baits and tackles and all that fun stuff. I mean, I could get by if I needed to. I'm not a master angler by any stretch. I do appreciate it. I don't know if I'll do any fishing videos. I might need to go that route, because where I live, I've got got access to rivers and lakes, ponds, various fishing areas that are very popular, just, great bodies of water for stuff like that. And so maybe at some point I'll need to, but unfortunately I don't really have a lot of knowledge on fishing anymore like I did when I was younger. I still remember quite a few things, but still. So good question. I do appreciate you asking me that question. Just seeing if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, so anyway, guys, I just want to thank you for joining us on this quick video. I'd already posted this video one time, and I filmed it with my PC, but for some reason the video quality just did not turn out very well. I don't know what the deal is, if it was a problem with the frame rate or the quality of video, but it was very choppy on Vidme. So I'm going to try one more upload just to get this video up there so you guys can check it out tonight. Otherwise, Vidme fans, I'll be putting out again, keep putting videos out. And by the way, if you see video uploads all the time happening, like multiple videos per day, it's probably because my YouTube account got shut down, because you never know when YouTube is going to strike down your account or pull you off or delete you for having inappropriate content. So and they define basically what's inappropriate to be, which is part of their terms of service, which is nuts. So anyway, that's just kind of where I am right now. That's where we're going, and that's where we're heading. But Vidme, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Check it out. Share my videos with your friends, guys. I'm also over on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon.com. You can support my channel over there. The channel is Travis P11. I'm not going to complain about the money that I make off YouTube videos because it's really not that much. Everything that I make goes back into the channel every month in ammunition, targets, range supplies, gas to get out to the range, and my range membership, additional firearms. So it is fairly expensive running a firearms channel where you're always constantly bringing in different pistols to show off, and weapons and rifles and shotguns and all that fun stuff. But anyway, so that's enough of my problems. But you guys have a wonderful week. Vidme fans, thank you so much. And you guys all take care. Feel free to ask questions anytime in the videos that you're watching. Leave some feedback if you want to. I do appreciate it. Again, if you see a lot of references to YouTube videos in the videos you're watching between now and December or any of my previous videos, it's because my catalog is just being brought over from YouTube. I'm trying to find another place to host it just in case YouTube decides to give me the boot to my channel, which you never know when that's going to happen. So anyway, guys, I think that's about it. So I want you to take care. I want you guys to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, have a great evening. All right, bye-bye.